Hello world, my name is Tim Ruswick and welcome to 2020. We're in the future now. It's the future and I'm happy to be here with you. 2020 is going to be a big year. And I know everybody says that. If you go into a grocery store, you see a bunch of headlines that say, "New Year, New You." They said that last year, but this year they really mean it. And they're talking to you. All you got to do is buy their magazine and bam, you got it. Anyway, let's get to the point of the video. The point of the video is I want to tell you a little bit about what's going to happen this year, what some of my personal goals are, but also the community. If you don't know, I run a community called Game Dev Underground, which helps thousands of game developers all around the world build, finish, and launch better games. The core of the community is here on YouTube, but also we hang out on Discord. So check the links down below, hit the Discord button, come say hi to a bunch of thousands of developers all around the world, making all kinds of games, and we all make them together. We never dev alone. Do that because it's a cool community and stuff. But I want to talk a little bit about the goals, because let's be real, this channel is getting old now. Okay, we're a couple years old. When I started the channel, it had a different goal. I think the goal was to just build a community, and we've done that. We've built a global community of game developers all around the globe, and I'm really proud of that. But I think I was so focused on building the community that I didn't really think about sustaining and maintaining a community. And there's a lot of stuff that I've learned over the last couple of years about community management and about, just keeping the right vibe, keeping the right culture, making sure everybody's having a good time. And I want to do more with the community in 2020. So the first thing that I want to talk about is I want to engage with the community more. When I started the channel, the YouTube channel, I replied to every single comment for months. I did daily videos every single day for 365 days. I would engage daily on Discord. I would have weekly events. We did Feedback Friday every week. I did Finish Friday every week to show you guys it was possible to finish games constantly. I think I got really overwhelmed on a lot of that stuff, to be honest. I'm one dude. Like, I don't have anybody helping me out other than like the moderators and the volunteers that help with the community. So it's a lot. Just that part of it is a lot, right? Then you try and make a game. Then you try and write a book. Then you try and make a course. Then you try and have a social life. Like that shit is not easy to fit in there. All right. The community takes quite a bit of time just to exist. But I want to engage more, because I feel like what happened was I did so much for so long and I got completely overwhelmed. And that's, if you were around the channel, you realize I kind of quit YouTube for a couple months, right after Phalophobia launched, because I did too much for so long. I just kind of shut down. And, I realize now that, like, one, I can handle a lot of the pressure. I still want to be very mental health focused and make sure I take care of me and make sure I'm not overextending myself. But I think a little bit of overextension is healthy, like I overextended way too much and then I completely shut down and didn't do anything. I think both of those things are unhealthy. I need to like just go and overextend a little bit, just constantly reaching and constantly growing. And I think the way that we're going to do that is game jams, interviews, collaborations with other game devs, that sort of thing. And we're going to take it to the next level, hopefully on the Patreon too, which I appreciate everybody that's been with me on Patreon for the last couple years. If you're not a part of that, I recommend you check out Underground Elite. There's a Patreon link down below. But basically, there's a series of different tiers that gives you access to all kinds of cool stuff. I want to make sure that I do extra stuff for you guys because you help me keep doing what I'm doing, and I want to help you keep doing what you're doing, which is making games with me, right? We're all making games together. So I've got a bunch of interviews and stuff that I'm gonna cut up into videos The cut up videos do better on YouTube. People seem to like the 10 to 30-minute segments based on a subject. A lot of my interviews are just all over the place. There's a certain type of person that likes those. I personally like those. I would love to sit and listen to two developers chat for an hour or two about various different things in game design. But those are going to go up on the Patreon soon. So you guys are going to have full access. The patrons are going to have full access to the uncut interviews, whereas the cut up videos focused on a subject are going to be posted to YouTube. So that's engaging the community more. I want to grow the community more too. I'm going to try daily videos again, not immediately, because as I'm going to talk about with my milestones and my goals coming up, the community is super important to me, and I really want to do daily videos again. I think I had a connection with you guys that I miss. I've kind of replaced Twitch with it, but anyway, Phylophobia comes out February 10th, 2020 on Steam. If you have not wishlisted that, make sure you do so down below. I'll make sure I put a link. That's going to be scary. I'm going to be documenting the whole process, by the way, on twitch.tv/TimRustwick, streaming 4 to 5 days a week. I recommend you come watch and hang out, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of what I'm doing. I'm going to be recording the whole marketing process. I'm going to be sharing that as well, because the first Phylophobia launch on itch didn't really get a marketing campaign. Hopefully with some legwork this time around, Phylophobia will do as well or better than it did on itch. On Steam, we'll see, but I'll be sharing that process either way. Share the revenue, but I want to grow the community more after that big thing is out of the way, right? So I want to start daily videos up at some point, probably late February, March, sometime around there. We'll see. If there's anything that you guys want to see, maybe it's not daily videos, maybe it's something else, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And last but not least, I want to talk about kind of how I see my year going, and this may change, but I look at my life in terms of like a few projects, right? Like, and I've broken up 2020 into a series of things I want to get done, bigger goals. First one is Phylophobia Steam launch, February 10th, 2020. I don't know if you heard that already, if I said that already. Wishlist on Steam now. Wishlist. Shortly after that, I've been working on this thing called the Game Dev Starter Kit. Because I see a lot of people, like, there's plenty of courses out there, right? You can just Google stuff on YouTube on how to learn to make games, but people, like, they struggle to find that starting point, right? Like, okay, I can get Unity tutorials, but like, what version of Unity should I pick? Unity? Should I pick on what should I do? How do, like, they don't know how to get started, right? So I'm working on this thing called the Game Dev Starter Kit, which I hope will give some direction to people that have not started, because I know we have a lot of people on the channel that watch my videos for insight, but they haven't necessarily started yet, which it's 2020, man. Get started. Don't wait for the Game Dev Starter Kit. Get started without it. That's going to come out shortly after Phylophobia launch. Then we've got a Cypherpunk launch. That was it started as a 3-month project. Then we expanded it to 1,000 hours. It's probably looking like it's going to be between 1,000 and 1,500 hours. Just because, like, I'm not over scoping it. I have it pretty much scope locked. I know what I need in there. It's just a matter of doing it. Currently, the project sits at 908 hours. So we're still under the 1,000-hour mark, but there's some stuff in there that I think needs to be done. Main thing being progression. There needs to be a very robust, very extended progression system. I want this game to be played for, I would say, at least like 40, 50 hours. Like, I want the progression system to extend beyond there. So the game is done pretty much. Like, the core mechanics are in. We've got pretty much a vertical slice minus audio. But we just need that progression system to wrap it all into for unlocks and characters select and corporation select and the modifiers for the different corporations to make them different and all that stuff. So that, what I'm guessing is it's probably going to be after the Game Dev Starter Kit. So I have these in order. So Phylophobia, then Game Dev Starter Kit, then Cypherpunk, which means a couple people have asked me, like, what are you going to do? Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out in April. Like, do you feel like you should come out before that or after that? At first I thought I should come out before that, but I feel like that's just one of those things that you can just freak yourself out over for no reason, right? Like, the game's not done, man. And I don't feel like I'm overscoping to a point where it's dangerous. I feel like I'm making a decision to extend the time to make a quality product, which I think is the right decision. But then again, I'm pretty good at manipulating myself into doing things and pretending like that's the right decision when it's actually overscoping. So we'll see how it turns out. I'll be sharing all the details and launch and revenue details about Cypherpunk as well. And then the last part of the year, we're going to see the Solo Game Dev Survival Guide. This is a book I've been working on for 4 years. The original name was the Indie Game Makers Manifesto. I have changed the name because, one, I realized most of the insights in the book are better suited for solo developers, not teams. And two, I don't really think I'm qualified to write a manifesto on game development. Okay, but what I am qualified to do is tell you how to survive solo game development, having done that myself, right? With 2 additional titles coming out this year. So, completely by myself, might I add. Solo. That's what it means. But we never make games alone. Remember that. Join that Discord community. Yeah, so I got a year cut out for me. If you've made it this far in the video, do you like hearing me just talk randomly for 10 minutes? Is that why you're sitting here with me? We're just going through my shit on my phone, you and me, just us, we're hanging out. Is this your thing? Because I get crazy different feedback. I get feedback like, Tim, we love your uncut 30-minute videos. Tim, I love your 3-minute supercut videos. So whatever you guys want to see in 2020, I am open to flex my plans a little bit. There's 4 main things I want to get done this year. I just shared those with you. Philophobia on Steam, Game Dev Starter Kit, Cypherpunk, Solo Game Dev Survival Guide. Those are big projects, but there's a lot of flexibility in there specifically because I have those broken up into quarters of the year. So if there are things that you want to see, community events, video types, things you want to see me getting more involved in, things you want to do with me, live stream ideas, any of that, let me know. Feedback Friday is something that's been requested quite a bit. We do Feedback Friday the first Friday of every month on twitch.tv/Tim Ruswick. It's been requested to have more of those. I'm going to look in to see how I can do more of those because, one, they're pretty draining on me, but also we have to figure out a system to where we can better facilitate a larger amount of people because it kind of breaks down at a certain number of people. Like if there's too many people there, it's just I get swarmed with a bunch of different games and like I can't play them all. So we got to figure out a system on how to do that. But I'm sure it's possible. And I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being part of the video. I appreciate you being part of the community and the YouTube channel. I'm extremely grateful for the last several years on YouTube and this amazing community called Game Dev Underground. And I'm glad that it's here. I'm glad that it exists. I'm really, really proud of what we've done. We've created one of the most positive game dev communities on the planet. Maybe I'm a little biased when I say that, but that's what I think. And I'm really, really proud of it. So thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for being here with me in 2020, and we're going to continue to grow together. So if you like this video, don't hit a thumbs up. I'm not going to do the YouTuber thing, but I will see you soon in the next video. Thank you for watching.